Hello. We are going to create a llama on your canvas today. So if you can get out your supplies, you need your canvas, you need a pencil, you're going to need some paintbrushes of different sizes. Get your acrylic paints. I poured mine in a tray. You can use whatever colors you want. I have white, blue. I'm going to make this into a lighter purple, a green, and a pink. Those are what I'm going to use for my llama. You need some rinse water, paper towels. I would put an apron on so you don't ruin your clothes, or just put on an old shirt. And then of course I have the blow dryer over here. If you want to do any glitter or jewels, you can have those out. I'm not going to do glitter or jewels on mine, but you can do them on yours. Okay, so get your supplies ready and we will make our llama. Okay, you should have all of your things together and we're ready to get started. I'm going to put my glasses on so I can see. You're going to draw with a pencil. When I draw on my canvas with a pencil, I want to draw really, really light until I get it right. You may have had an art teacher who has said that to you before. Draw light until you get it right. Part of that is because when it comes time to erase, if you make a boo-boo, it's much easier to erase a light line than it is a dark line. So with your canvas like this, there are two different ways you can do your canvas. You can do portrait or you can do landscape. Portrait also is called vertical. Landscape is also called horizontal. So with horizontal, you often have what's called a horizon line. That's when the sky meets the earth. But in a portrait, we're doing like a big face. And so our llama is going to be a big face. Now I'm gonna try to draw upside down. I think I can do this actually. Your llama is mostly going to fill the whole entire canvas with room for ears up here. So I am going to lightly sketch a giant, like I'm gonna be doing the top of a rainbow, okay? It is super duper duper light. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and show you what I'm gonna do with it. Where I did the white lines, I'm actually gonna make my llama be curly. And so I am gonna take, and I'm gonna make like wiggly curly lines, like so, all the way around where I made that straight line. Okay, I pushed down a little harder, hoping that you could see that part of it. Now, if you need to stop the video, you can stop it and you can get your llama right. I'm gonna put mine down for just a second. That's why I need a napkin. I put my hand in paint. It's easier for me to see it if it's over this way. Well, every once in a while the phone rings in the middle of my videotape, but it did give me a chance to go a little bit harder and darker on my llama. And so this is gonna be like my llama's face up here, and then it'll go down into his neck. Once you get that, and like I wanted mine curly, yours doesn't have to be curly, but I like a curly llama. I am going to make ears. So I'm gonna draw two straight lines kind of out of the middle of the head. Then I am gonna make those curve down behind the fur. All right, I'll show you how I did that. So my llama ears are sticky uppy, and I made them, and I actually drew really dark because I wanted you to be able to see it, but there they are. So go ahead and get your llama ears, and again, if you need to stop the video to draw, just push stop, and then you can hit play when you're ready. After I've done my ears, I am going to come if I put my hand here, I want to go right below where my hand ends, and I'm gonna I'm gonna make my nose for my llama into a heart. So I actually just did a little heart for my llama nose. Then I am going to, this is getting a glare, I'm gonna come down from here, just a little straight line for the llama's mouth. I am gonna bring that line up and around and make it touch the heart like so. I'm gonna do that on both sides. Now, I am drawing upside down, so I'm probably not gonna get these perfect, but I'm okay with that because he's a silly llama and maybe he's making a silly face. If you want, you can finish off with his mouth right down there like that. Okay, so that's the next thing you do, is your llama nose and then his fat cheeks. Once you have that, if you want big llama eyes, you can go ahead and draw those. If you want to do eyes, like sometimes I'll do eyes like this. I didn't do it very dark. Where they are closed, if you're gonna do that, wait until we've painted. I'm gonna go ahead and just turn mine around, and I'm gonna put the camera right here. It's gonna be a little bit upside down, but they're eyes. So I'm going to, so they're round is what I meant by that. I'm just gonna draw 2 big round eyes. I like to give mine a little bit of an eyelid. So that's actually, let me move that back again, an eyelid. So that I can make her, I like to make girl animals, look like she's wearing eyeshadow. And then the actual eyeball with those, you know how you do the white inside to make them look shiny? I do my other eyeball and I do white and white. Now, my llama actually was pretty simple and he is done. And I know that it's a girl and I said he. So she's nice and fat and silly and happy and all those things. So I am gonna be ready to start painting my llama. All right, I'm gonna put the camera back up on me. When I get ready to paint my llama, it's similar to when we're not, oh, you know what I totally forgot was to get some black. So what I'm gonna do though is I will do my nose. So I'm gonna get the acrylic paints. I have a really bright pink that I can use right here on the nose. And I'm just gonna fill that in. See how I've got that bright pink? Now what I want to do is each time I'm ready to paint something and then change colors, I'm actually going to grab the blow dryer. But I want to make my cheeks pink too. But I don't want them to be as dark as the nose. So what I am doing is I'm going to take my brush that has been dipped in the pink and I am going to mix it with some white. Once I've mixed it with the white, I am ready to come back in and I'm going to make my cheeks pink. So I will come on in. Now, because I didn't necessarily change colors, I used just a lighter version of pink. I have not been to the blow dryer yet. So I'm gonna go to the blow dryer after I get a little bit of this done. But the purpose of blow drying in between is so that we can be real careful so that we don't mix our colors. So there is my llama's nose. Now, I'm gonna blow dry this. But before I do, I'm gonna give you some instructions because you don't have to watch me paint step by step. I like to do my black before I do my white. I like to make sure my black of my eyes is completely dry before I do the white because I don't wanna have gray. So I make sure I do my black of my eyes and then I do the white. So I am going to shut the camera off so you can shut your video off as well and go ahead and do the mouth, the nose, and do your eyes. Those are the 3 things you're gonna do, the mouth, the nose, and the eyes. Then we're gonna come back and we're gonna do the fur. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna finish it. This is what mine looks like. And I have it all blow dried, so when I touch it, nothing happens. And I am gonna do my llama gray. That's just what I want. So in order to do the gray, I'm gonna get a brush and I am going to take the black, I've got quite a bit on my brush, and I'm just gonna put it in the white. I'm gonna make it a light gray. And so as I mix it, I wouldn't mix this in your tubs of paint if you do decide to do gray because you don't want to ruin all of your white. So I would get like a little paper plate or something. All I'm going to do to start with is I'm going to paint the outline. The gray is nice too because it covers my pencil marks. I don't really know if there are gray llamas. I assume that a llama that is white, when he becomes really dirty and he needs a bath, he is going to be gray. So I like to outline. I'm doing all of the fur. I missed where my gray was. I'm also gonna go ahead and do the ears. There we go. Get those done. Dot, dot. Okay, notice that I make big back and forth kinds of emotions. I wanna make sure that paint is always smooth, but I also wanna cover it. Now, I'm gonna set this big brush down for just a second, and actually, I'm gonna turn this around to me because my ears are not even, I'm gonna fix them if I can. So, you can paint, whoopsie. All right, I'm gonna turn this back around and show you. Okay, there, my ears are a little bit better. I'm just gonna set this down. Make sure you don't leave a paintbrush with acrylic paint in it or it will dry out. I am gonna grab kind of a smaller brush here. I actually used one for the eyes. That's the one that I will use, because I do want to outline around my eyes and my mouth. So when I'm ready to do this outline, I am gonna get a smaller brush, and I'm really gonna take my time here. I don't want to go over all of the hard work that I already did. And so it's super important that you have patience and not try to rush through this. So I just get in here, and as I'm going upside down, and I make sure I very, very carefully outline everything. Now, once I have done all of my outlining, and this I'm just gonna go ahead and fill in, see that right there? Once I have done all of my outlining, I'm gonna blow dry it, and then I'm gonna paint the background. Now, I haven't used any of my green that I poured, so I might do a green background. I haven't quite decided yet. What I am gonna do though is once I have finished all of the gray, I am gonna blow dry it before I start on the background. On the background, the exact same way I outlined him, I'll go ahead and do, I changed my mind. I will do blue. So and mine is still wet, so don't do this, wait till it's actually dry. I just wanted to show you that when I get in here to do the blue, I want to outline first. Once I have outlined, then I can make great big strokes, okay? So we've got one last thing to do after we do the fill in this guy, fill in the background, then we're just gonna do a few more details and then we'll be done. So stop the video, turn it back on when you are ready to move on to the details. Okay, we are ready to add the finishing touches. And so here is mine. I have all of my background done. I did do more than one coat of paint on my background. And so I went back over the outside of my llama and outlined the blue, and then I did another coat of paint. I didn't have to do a second coat of paint on my gray because it was dark enough. So what I want to do now is just add some details. I have a skinny brush. Notice I put some I don't know if you think, my eyelids have eyeshadow, it's purple eyeshadow. So I am gonna take my paintbrush and I am gonna do a line across here, and that's where my eyelashes are gonna come from. Now llamas have really long, fabulous eyelashes. So I'm gonna do my eyelashes like that. I am also going to, this is my personal preference, I like to outline things in black. So I like to take my brush and go ahead and use it to go around the outside of my work. See, I have my mouth and a bottom lip. And then I'm gonna show you, I didn't do the other eyelash, but I'll do it in just a minute. Let's see. So I like the way outlining looks. I stuck my finger in purple just now and got purple right here on my cheek. So it'll wash off if you need it to. I just used Art Mom's spit. All right, the next thing I like to do is, he is a fluffy llama, or she is a fluffy llama. I like to do some little loop-de-loops like so. I go boop, boop, and loop around to make her more fancy. So boop, boop, loop around. See how I did that? Then as I come across the top of her head, loop, loop, I'm gonna do one that comes on around like she's got a curl in the middle of her forehead. I'm gonna go backwards, boop, boop, and then I would come on down and decide that I could have some, I'm gonna do a couple curls in a row, and then I'm gonna go boop, boop. See, I've got a nice outline. I'm gonna outline the ear. You can also, if you want to, put like a little pink for like the inside lining of the ear. I didn't do that, but you can if you want to. My line's kind of thick. I am gonna come down here on the neck now, and I am gonna make some of those loop-de-loops like so for fur marks. So see how I did that? Now I'm gonna set this down for just a second because I gotta clean my brush. Sometimes your brush will get too much paint on it, and even though it's a skinny brush, it doesn't work as well. And so to make sure that I have really nice eyelashes, I wanna make sure that I do not have too much paint on my brush. So I'm gonna come on around and I will show you it in just a second. I wanna do this to make sure I'm not going upside down. All right, I did go all the way around the outside of my eyes. Now, to finish it off, there's a couple of things that you can do. Number one is I squirted some glitter down inside of here. Once my eyelashes are dry, I can take that same skinny brush. I'm gonna go ahead and get it ready. I'm just gonna put it right in the glitter. Oh, actually, I'll do it on the cheeks since the cheeks are dry. You can brush glitter right on top of those cheeks. When it dries, the glitter will be super shiny, like so. So there's my glitter on there. I am gonna wait until the eyelashes dry and then I'll put some glitter, but I can, if I want to, do just like some shiny stuff even inside of the eyeballs. I can put glitter wherever I wanna put glitter. I am also going to get into my buttons. I gave you buttons and jewels, so I've pulled some of those out. Mine, again, is a girl because I like to paint girl things. I am gonna use my glue, just regular glue, anything you have around the house. I'm gonna put a dot of glue, and I'm gonna put a big yellow flower up here in the ear, like she's all fancy, you know. And then I like to do this. I like to, I'm gonna bring this forward so you can see me. I like to layer it. So I'm gonna put some more glue right there. Then I am actually going to take, oh, I have a really pretty pink button here. I'm just gonna put a pink button for the middle of the flower. I can do that with jewels too. And for my girl, I'm gonna put just a couple of different flowers. There's an actual pink flower. Let me do a purple flower. And then jewels. I don't have any jewels out, but I can put that glue right on top and I can put a jewel on top of that, or like I said just a minute ago, I can do like a tiny, I have a little tiny blue flower here. I can even put a jewel on top of two buttons. So you can put jewels on it. Last thing is, if you want to do anything, like I poured green, which I love, green is one of my favorite colors, but I didn't use it at all. And so maybe I want to do like, see, I could do like some swirls just randomly around the outside. I also could do polka dots. I can even do like polka dots. If I turn my brush upside down, I can put some polka dots down inside there and I can finish off the background. Whoopsie, those are gonna slide because my glue isn't dry. So let me set this down. When you are done and you wanna add glitter, the last little word on glitter is make sure everything else is dry because you don't want your paint to smear. You can do, like if I did the green around the outside with these, like making designs like that, you can use any color you want. You can also put buttons anywhere you want. So you could put, I don't know how it would look, I'm just thinking about it. Like what if you wanted to make the center of the eyeball just a little button or a jewel? So you could do that. So whatever you want to do to finish this up and make it look fantastic. So once you're done, I would love it, love, love, love it. If you would have your mom or your dad or whatever grown-up is nearby, take a picture of you and send it to me so I can see how fabulous it turned out. All right, hope you had fun making a llama today.